Hey folks, so for Math 271, this is a useful tool for figuring out how graphs works. In retrospect, I should have introduced this earlier, but I just remembered how this works earlier today during office hours. So this is Geogebra. It's a free online calculator, geogebra.org. You can see there up at the top. And so what I want to do is I want to build my graph in Geogebra. Note that when I'm doing this, I'm not going to put any points that are on the x-axis or the y-axis because then GeoGebra doesn't allow you to move them around. But we'll come down to the construct where it says, no, lines, where it says segments. And for problem 9, for example, we have points up to L in kind of a circle. So there's A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to G, H, I, J, K, L, and back to A. So there's the basic of it. So that's just all using the segment thing. We'll have to be careful to switch tools around so we can move these and make it a slightly better looking thing. And you can tell that being able to move points around is going to be very useful for figuring out whether or not graphs are planar or not. So there's the circle. What was the rest of the segments? We had a segment from A to I. So we'll go back down to line segment, and we'll click on the segment from A to I. So there's that point. We had another segment from B to E. So B to E is there. And then we have a segment from C to K. And that's there. D is connected to I and J across the circle. So there's J and there's I. And E is B and F and L are connected. So there's our graph. Yep, that's our graph. So the question is this planar or non-planar? If it's planar, we should be able to redraw it so there's no crossings. And can you do that? Well, what GeoGebra does, if you go and click on move, it allows you to move the points. And the points will move the segments around. And so you can figure out, can I get rid of some of these crossings? And where are the crossings and how can I get rid of them? So you can do a bunch of stuff with GeoGebra, figure out where the crossings are. You can also set up the reduction game and work on the reduction there. It takes a little bit of work, but you can figure out whether or not your graph is planar or not by sort of working through these kinds of problems. So it's a useful tool for figuring out planarity and in certain for problems 9 and 10. Generally on problems 9 and 10, if you can figure out the solution using GeoGebra, just take a screenshot and include it in your homework. Otherwise, just, include enough evidence in your homework that you have worked through it and tried to figure it out, okay? So that's a little useful tool for figuring some of these things out.